welcome to my first real stream ever. My name is Michael Hansen and I am completely and utterly brand new at this streaming business here. And today I'm going to stream for roughly 1 hour until 18 o'clock here, that is 6 o'clock p.m. I would like to tell right away that I have 2 cats here in the house, and I have also all my kids here. 2 of them, so 2 of everything actually. And if you hear a lot of noise in the background and stuff like that, that's the explanation for that. If you don't like that, if you disapprove of the fact that I have, well, if you disapprove of that, then obviously my stream is not for you. So I'm just going to get some stuff set up here in the should be that perhaps. Nope. I'm just getting some stuff ready here on stats perhaps. Yes, stats. And then dock it somewhere. There we go. Alright, so I have all my stats here, and now I'm ready. So we're going to play an hour or so of Star Citizen, a new game that I am just recently gotten into. I really like this game. Let me just turn down this music down a little bit. And I have actually just logged into it, so you don't have to watch me spend a heck of a lot of time doing just that. Well, let's get started. I just want to shortly make an announcement on my Discord, on a Discord channel here, so let me just get that off right now. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm just typing. I am live right now, playing Star Citizen. And give them my Twitch. Should be it. Yeah. There we go. Well, without any further hesitation, let's get started with this game here. So, we are sleeping in our little bed, in our little ship. Right now I'm flying the Titan, Avenger Titan. I should also still have, let me just check that real quick. Should also have the, oh, not yet. Let me see. Yes, we still have the Freelancer. So perhaps we should, I am at some planet near Crusader. So I think it would be an excellent opportunity sorry, to visit Port Olisar, and then and take some trips with the yeah, sorry, I just lost track here. With the Freelancer, because it's a loner. Let me just set up some control profiles here while I talk. CIG has discovered some bugs that can currently be solved by having the Freelancer. And so they have loaned every backer, as it's called, a free Freelancer. until they can get that box solved. And I must admit, I like the adventure here. It's a nice ship. I really think it's cool, but the freelancer is just a little bit better. But let's take off. And my plan is for today to do some box missions.
Landing gear deployed.
It is so in this game still, if you ask me, that let me just turn the game audio down just a tad. Maybe like that. There we go. It is so in the game that maybe that was too much actually, because I don't monitor that audio. All right, it is so in this game that well, at least if you ask me, that is, that the best way to make money is still to do box missions. There are other ways that you can make money in it, but if you ask me, the single best way to do it is to do these box missions here. Okay. There we went. There was a little lag in the game there. All stats seem to be good for the... Oh, too fast, too fast. Break. Alright. So, let's see if we can get a landing pad at Port Olisar.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you very much. There we are. Let's get the landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's take it nice and slow. We don't
Proximity alert.
We don't need to refuel because we're going to take another ship, so it's not important. There we have a constellation something. I'm not sure whether it's an act. It looks like an Ackley because it has.
Landing complete. Shields
Landing
offline.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the engines also. Let's do that.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Yeah, okay. But I want to turn it off, so
Engines online.
engines offline.
Engines offline.
Thank you. I don't know why, but for some reason, well, perhaps that's another bug, but if you replace your... let me just show you a little bit of the ship here. Because I've done some stuff with it. I upgraded it a little bit. For some reason... there we go. Yeah, this is the constellation. I think it's called Aquila or Aquila or something like that. And you can recognize it by it has a lot of guns. They're there and they're there. And it has a heck of a lot of missiles. Let me just show you here. Right here. Missiles. And missiles. Lots and lots of missiles. If you compare that to the constellation Andromeda, it also has guns. But not nearly as much. So that's the difference. Alright, so this is the ship that I got recently. It's called the Titan Avenger. I like it. It's a nice ship. It doesn't have a tank, fuel tank, the size I would like. So that's the only downside with it, especially if you want to do box missions like I like to do. But we have, this is the Sucker Punch. This is a distortion cannon, I think it's called. What you can do with it is that it will fairly quickly reduce the shields of your target. And then it can also, as far as I know, it should be able to disable ship systems. I don't want to get these missions. Alright, so this is what you can use the Sucker Punch for. This is accompanied by 2, I think they're called neutron cannons. They are, if you look at it from a DPS point of view, they are the most powerful weapons you can get for this kind of ship. So this is a size 4 mount with a size 3 gimbal mount. So this is a size 3 cannon. This is a size 3 mount with a size 2 gimbal mount. So this is a size 2 cannon. I have also 4 size 2 missiles. Can't remember their name. Maybe we can check it out in here. I have 4 instances of the same ship. Dominator 2. As far as I could calculate, they are the missiles we have that gives the most DPS of this kind. But I'm considering getting this is a size 2. So this ship here can hold 8 size 1 missiles. So I could put a little ship missile holder here, I don't know what you call it, mounting point for missiles, where there are 4 small missiles here and 4 small size 1 missiles here. You can also, as I've done here, pick and mount with size 2 missiles, so you can have 2 size 2 missiles here and 2 size 2 missiles over there. Finally, you can choose a size 3 mount with 1 missile, 1 big missile. That will probably fill all of the space here. And the reason for that being that for a dogfight, you can usually get by with the cannons. So these 3 cannons here should be enough, especially when you have the gimbal mounts. The missiles, I'm trying out different loads because I'm fairly new to this game, but my essential thought is that these missiles should be reserved for larger targets. So for instance, when you're hunting criminals, bounties with crime, it's called crime stat 3 or something like that, they usually have bigger ships. For instance, I tried to kill for some time ago a caterpillar, and it didn't went so well, and so I did kill him, so it's not that. But when I said didn't went so well, it's because it took a heck of a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't really have gotten anywhere with this caterpillar if I didn't get some help from the local security guards. So perhaps if I had had these guns, I had another setup when I went after it, it might have gotten better. But I'm pretty sure that if I had these, the biggest size 2 missiles, or perhaps even these the biggest size 3 missiles, or perhaps even if I had these 4 size 2 missiles, I had the 8 size 1s, and I used them all on the escort that he had. So yeah, that's the first time I ever gotten up against a crime stat 3 bounty. So, let's recall the freelancer while we still have it, while CIG is still willing to loan it. And for those of you who are seeing that my game, for those of you who can see that my game is lagging, it is not because there's streaming problems, I can see that. It is simply because my game is still loaded onto a hard drive. And so the computer spends a lot of time initially trying to load in all the data. As soon as that clears out, it usually gets better. There are still some small instances where it will fluff a little bit around, but usually it tends to go all right. So we need to claim it. Oh yes, of course. Where was it? Let me just see. Perhaps it would be better just to go there. Yeah. Lawville. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the ship and go to Lawville instead. So I seem to recall that I came from over here somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it seems to be right. Oh wait. Maybe I should just check to see whether... Yeah. I think it would be prudent to check whether there's a box here that I can bring along. Let's do that. Oh. Yeah, Microtech needs to get these Mobiglass fixed because they certainly have problems. Let's see. Shipment. Up to... Well, of course, we also want to go to Hurston, so perhaps it's one of the bigger ones. Covalexis. Arcop mining to Pinewood on Hurston. Sounds really good. Let's take that. Let me see if there are more. Yeah, now I get greedy. Let's see. Benson on Yela, Hadley on Hurston. Yeah. I don't want to... sorry. Wrong button. I don't want to go with more than 2 boxes because it usually tends to... Well, not go so well. Alright. So, of course, you are very welcome to ask me questions in the chat. That is, in fact, the real reason that I start streaming. I have a YouTube channel which has roughly the same name. Here I need to call myself X Mike Basement X because Mike's Basement was taken. But I also have a YouTube channel called Mike's Basement. And I have sworn, you could say in a sense, that I wouldn't really go with that streaming business. Just because. It's not really that I have anything against streaming, it was just something that I said to myself I didn't want to do. But one of the disadvantages of just doing YouTube videos is that you really tend to sit and talk with yourself. And so the idea of streaming, and you could say...
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
Yeah, I am departing. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Oh, I will. At some point. Yes. For me, the big disadvantage of making YouTube videos really is that while it is nice that you can record the video when you like and you can edit the video when you like and you can also upload the video when you like, when you have time, when it's convenient for you, you tend to sit and talk with yourself, and so you sort of almost have to have sort of a large menu planned for what you want to talk about other than what is currently going on in the game. The idea of streaming for me would be that I can, when I have more than 0 viewers, of course. Yeah, I follow the stats here. I use OBS, by the way, if you would like to know. The idea of streaming would be that I can sort of have someone to converse with someone that can ask questions in the chat and I can try to answer them. That would be really nice. That's the whole point of streaming instead of just making YouTube videos. But I will record. I'm recording the videos while I stream. And so I will put these videos perhaps in an edited form out on my
Quantum travel.
out on my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's pick up the first box here at Yila. And I do expect that before people sort of discover my channel, that I will get a lot of... this will be just like YouTube videos. I will sit here and I will talk with some kind of imaginary friend or imaginary viewer. And then hopefully at some point I will get a couple of viewers, 10 or something like that. Just so we can have a real conversation going. That's the whole point of this. Obviously also I like to play games, so playing a game, that would be the other main point of this. So yeah. But I'm pretty sure that just like in everywhere else, you need to sort of make a name for yourself. Also while you're streaming. Yeah, I know.
Alert. Hit. Proximity alert. Deck.
Yes, of course there's a proximity alert on deck.
Landing complete.
Where did I land on something? Let's go out. Let's check it. So let me see if he's skidding around on the ship while he's exiting it. He usually does that. It looks really funny. Oh, I did actually land on a pad or something similar. Yeah. Oh, he did go down the right way. How did I land on the pad? I landed just on the edge of the pad. Well, it's okay. I can fuel. Hopefully I can fuel on the other box that I need to pick up. There we go. So this, I must say again, this is one of the greatest reasons that I play Star Citizen. Look at it. Come on, man. This is so cool. And one of the things that they got in enabled in 3.8 is Planet Tech version 4 is that we got snow, we got fog, we got actual weather on these moons here. And as you can see when I run around and these small snowflakes or water drops or whatever it is, they land on my visor, you can see them. And I actually played a sort of bounty hunter mission with Cobra TV, and we were on Microtech trying to... So the idea was, let me see, pick up. The idea was that we have landed a ship on Microtech, and then we had a bunch of guys, the bounties, not the snack bar, going down to the surface first, being set off at some point we don't know, and then when they had been put there, we would go down to that ship with a box inside. And so the idea was that these guys here would need to get past us and get that ship and get that box. And I'm seriously telling you, at first when we landed around that ship, there was what I would call a major snowstorm, and I couldn't see anything at all. I think I could see barely, perhaps 5-10 meters out. So
Flare ready.
the immersion of this game and the realism of this game, it is what I really like about it. This is what really gets me playing this game. And I hope that by making a bunch of YouTube videos and also streaming this game, I know that for most American viewers, I'm streaming at a really bad time because most of you are probably either just awoken right now or sleeping. I'm sorry about that. That's just the way it is when I live in Denmark. Wow, I have 77,000. I didn't even know that. I'm just making a lot of box monies and didn't know. Well, yeah, nevertheless. So also, that's one of the things that I try to get rid of for myself. Is that also a yellow? Or is it the box that I can see? No, it must be a yellow. Then I need to pick it up. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's the... I don't know if it's the same place, because then I would feel a little bit foolish. Let me see. No, Benson Mining. So let's go to...
Proximity alert. Deck.
Yes, I know there's a proximity alert. I'm trying to take off.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright, so let's get out of the atmosphere as far as we can go. And then use the quantum drive. So yeah, that's really one of the things that I just say to myself, what I enjoy mostly about this game. It's the immersion in it. When you land on a planet here, or a moon, for me at least,
Quantum travel.
I feel like I'm there. It feels it. And I love it. I have no shame in saying that I am completely and utterly in love with this game. I really am. I have played a lot of games that I really liked. Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, even Command & Conquer, Diablo series. A lot of different games that I liked and I still like. For now, it's mostly simulator games. For instance, something like Euro Truck Simulator. I might stream that as well. Farming Simulator. These kind of games. And I also have a game called Surviving Mars. That would probably also be a good candidate for streaming. I'm not sure about that. But I play a lot of games, but I've never played a game that in the same way got me just as excited as this game here. I must honestly say I really haven't. I don't want to crash. And this is what I talked about. Look at this. You can't see squat in front of you. Whoa, that was the ground.
Landing gear deployed.
This is so incredible. Look at it. I can't see the ground. It is right in front of me. And I can't see it. I'm probably already landed by now.
Proximity alert.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if we can land with the
Proximity alert.
back
Deck.
up against.
Landing complete.
There we go. I'm just going to keep the headlights on and hope that nobody comes and shoots me, because this is I was almost saying no-fly zone. It's not a no-fly zone. It is not an armistice zone, which means that if someone finds that my ship looks too tempting to leave alone, they can actually shoot it. And also, I left the door open, so I hope that nobody runs and steals it. And that is pretty stupid, now come to think of it, because I'm actually streaming. But I hope that I'm fast enough to get the box out. Did you see that? You can even see the breathing from my mask coming out. So that little fog of it's so... I find this game to be so incredible. Yes, I know there's still a lot of bugs. And yes, they're going to fix that. And yes, there will probably be a wipe. And that is just too bad, because... like I said, I've upgraded my ship to a point where I really like it. And also, I have accumulated quite a bit of money now. So I don't like them for wiping the account. But if that is what it takes to to fix these. Well, they're not huge bugs, right? But they are there and they are annoying. So yeah, like I said, if that is what it takes, then they have to do it. So let's go to Hurston and deliver this shipment here.
Flare ready.
Yes, I know. All right, let's go to Hurston. Oh, it is actually on Hurston. How nice. Alright, so I don't have enough fuel. Oh no. How did I use so much? Oh, nevertheless. Okay, so what do we do then? We could go to Port Olisar, but that would be just ridiculous. I think we're going back to the place we were before. Let me just see if I can... it was not 157, or was it? Let me just see. Accepted. Yeah, it was 157. Let's go there. Now, the thing is that these little... there we go. Take off.
Launch complete.
Oh, not the right way.
Landing gear rejected.
So the thing about these small pads that I land on is that while they are not, if I ask permission to land there, oh, let's do it this way then. There we go. If I ask permission to land, they will not give it to me. But if here in Denmark we have a saying that it is easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. So
Initiated.
in that spirit, I think it's easier here to ask for forgiveness that I landed on a pad that is apparently too big for my ship than it is to ask for permission, which I know I'm not going to get anyway. But if I just hover above that little place, that little pad, then I can land there. No, sorry, I can refuel there. So that's the idea here.
Quantum travel.
So I need to get that back in my sight. And like I said, that's the only sort of disadvantage that I think about this. The Titan here is its incredible small fuel tank. Now I know that most people probably use the Titan for combat anyway. It's a proven fighter and they probably mostly use it for bounty hunter missions or something like that. And it's pretty good at that if you are a good pilot, that is. I'm not. But then you can do it like that. You can use it probably. But for me, I mostly like to do these box missions.
Proximity alert. Head.
Yeah.
Proximity alert. Head.
I don't mind doing.
Proximity alert. Deck.
Don't mind doing fighter missions. So I've also done a couple of bounty hunter missions. So it's not that. And I will probably also stream some bounty hunter missions. It's not that I dislike it in any way. It's just that when we do box missions, we get to see all of these really cool places. Most of the, well, at least the NPCs, that is, the NPC
100%.
bounty missions, they are usually in and around somewhere in an asteroid field or something like that. And that's okay, that's fine. Let me just see if this MFD thingy is... See if I can change it to target stages. Yes, I can. Let me see if I can go to self stages. Oh, it's fixed. That's good. So let me set this down here to comms. Like that. Yes, perfect. All right. And what should we have over here? Heat traps. And then you can suppress IR. Alright. So now we should have enough fuel to go all the way to Hurston. So let's chart a course. And let's get out of this atmosphere of Yila. Yila is, by the way, one of the planets that I think is most beautiful. I find this to be such a beautiful... It's not a planet, it's a moon, but nevertheless. I think it's really beautiful. Mainly also because it has these rings around it. But look at this. Yeah, I don't mean that I'm reddening out now, but take a look at that. You can see a Jupiter-like planet, a gas giant, over the horizon of an icy moon. I swear to you, if I didn't know better, I would think that I was on one of the moons of Jupiter, Io or something like that. I find this to be so immersive. I can't explain it. It's just... It's so cool. Look at that. So let's get going to Hurston.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I know. Quantum travel is complete. Yes. So let's go here. Just having another solar system here
Quantum travel
will
initiated.
be so cool. Let me just get refueled, and then I will check in the map to see what it's called.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
That was good.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
My daughter has her own iPad, and we have set a time cap on it, so she can only sit with it 30 minutes in a row. And then we need to... then she need to come by one of us and get the... get that time cap extended, or... Well, usually we just tell her to take a break from the iPad, but that is not... That tends to not be very popular, to say that. Thank you. Alright, so let me see. There it is. There should it be delivered. Yes, so... I have an idea that the Earth, I'm not sure how big they're going to make it. Perhaps... Well, I guess CIG can still surprise us, I suppose. But, yeah, I'm not sure whether they will... whether they will make the Earth the same size as these planets here. That will be a little bit strange, because then the size of a super Earth should not be the same size as a regular Earth. So let's see if it goes through. Yes, hey, HMS Hadley, Coalax, 6,000. Let's check our money. 83,000. Oh yes, it is going well. All right, so let me just see who wrote to me. Okay. Yes, the map. So let's see. So there's Hurston. And there's, oh yes, of course, it's ArcCorp and Hurston. Those are the two super Earths, as they are called. Delamar is, as far as I see it, I'm not sure whether it's an Earth the size of, a planet the size of Earth, or it is, Delamar, a moon-sized asteroid. Okay, so it's this, yeah. You can just read. All right. So, but I think they also write here that Hurston. No, it doesn't say. Let's check ArcCorp building. Blah blah blah. No, but if you go and look at the wiki, I'm pretty sure that it says that that it is a super Earth. All right. So let's get. The next one. Track. Yes. And let's go to the Titan. There we go. And let's run. Run, 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 run. And of course, also, one of the things that I've totally forgot to say here, but is really very evident. Since I'm brand new at streaming using OBS, I have currently set it up so that I use the NVIDIA encoder for my recording, and I use the QuickSync on my processor for the streaming. Now, I would like to hear some of you. Would you suggest that I keep on doing that, or should I actually instead? Let me see where it is. Pinewood? Is that accurate? Or should I instead use the NVIDIA encoder for both parts? Let me see. Yes, HMS Pinewood. So I would like to hear your recommendation. Those of you who have streamed for a bunch of time now and know these systems like your own pocket, what would you suggest?
Landing gear rejected.
Would you still go on and use it like I do now, or would you use the NVIDIA encoder for both? Well, OBS itself suggests that I should use the NVIDIA encoder for both, but I'm not sure about that. I'll test it out in another stream, because I'm about to end this stream in just a little bit. I will go to Hurston and land and get the MISC, the freelancer, but then we will do more box missions in the next stream, which might be tomorrow, it might be later today. I haven't decided on that yet. I'm still trying out different things in order to try to find out when will be the best time of day to stream, because one thing is that consider when I can get the most people watching. That is, of course, okay. So there's no doubt that when I stream in English, and it would be best for me, I think at least, to try to stream when most of the people that speak English natively, when they are awake. And like I said, I think I'm not sure. I don't have the sort of exact number right here, right now. But I'm pretty sure that this should be either very early morning or something like that at the standard East Coast time. East Coast Standard Time. Sorry, that's the name. I think I can check it actually. Let me just see. Because I play a lot and it's part of streams also. Let me see. Yeah, somewhere around early morning to noon. Somewhere between 8 and... sorry, let me just check that again. So New York, it's -6, so that will be 11:56. So it's roughly around noon, afternoon, something like that. All right, so let's deliver this box here and make some more money, and then hope that
Proximity alert. Head.
CIG doesn't take away all my money.
Landing complete.
And then finally, let's go to Lawville and get that that freelancer for the next stream or for the next time I play, unless of course we get one lovely 30k error. Probably didn't. Hopefully not. Let me out, please. Oh, really? It's stormy. See, that's, like I said, that's one of the reasons I really, really love this game. I know that the transition from one sound to the other might be a little more fine-tuned, but honestly, when you go out here, take a look at this. Look at the lights. I must honestly say, I know this is a game. This is a game. But I'm looking at a light right now. It looks like a light. There we have a moon. Oh, it's Hurston. I think it's Hurston actually. Look at this. I could just, when I've delivered this box, I could just sit here and look at the stars, or stand here, look at the stars. There are virtual stars. I'm an astronomer, both by education, but also an amateur astronomer. I take images with my own telescope, and I'm considering standing in a virtual game and looking at the stars. It's so... No, I need to deliver. Come on, don't give me a 30... Thank you. 30k error. Oh, I hate those. I hate all errors, but the 30k errors, you don't really know when they're coming. This just feels like your game is sort of stopping. And then, well, I've noticed that it says something like the local comm channel or something like that has been stopped or removed. Yeah, something like that. Then it is usually a sign of a 30k error. For those of you who are new to Star Citizen, or the 30k error is basically when the client loses connection with the server. But essentially, it can be anything. It can be anything and everything. So that's why everyone hates, both the players and, like me, and the programmers. They hate the 30k errors because they don't know what it is. Look at that. Wow. I must say, I am actually enjoying standing in a game and looking at the stars. And I know this is a background, but the immersion of this game, it feels like the only thing I need is smell. I can hear it in my earphones, my headphones. I need sort of a machine that can blow me a wind in the face and give me the smell of whatever this planet smells like. It's Hurston, so it's probably smoke or something like that. but I need that. But just look at this. And this is a virtual world. I can take off and look at it and see that it is actually spherical, and then I can land on it and see that it looks flat. I think this is so cool. Just stand here and enjoy this. No, it better. Sit here and enjoy this with me. Sorry about that. Look at this. This is a game, for crying out loud. A game. Now, I have played a lot of beautiful games. I think that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a pretty beautiful game, pretty convincing, but this? Shadow of the Tomb Raider lacks one thing that this game has. Immersion. When you land on a moon, when you land on a planet, when you fly around in your ship, you're actually flying it. Well, I'm afraid I don't have that much time left in this stream, so I need to go to Hurston, to Lorville. I am on Hurston, but I need to go to Lorville, and oh really, come on. Look at that. Are you happy to see me? Alright, my ship is happy to see me. I guess I should be flattered. But yeah, let's get inside, go to Lorville, and then in the next video I think we'll do some more box missions. I'm sorry if you're bored with box missions. I love them because I get to see so much of this world, these places. But let's chart a course for Lorville. And then I will exit the stream here. Let me see, it should be that, yes.
Launch complete.
And also, of course, the great thing about this game
Landing gear rejected.
is that if you want to play with me, if you want to meet with me in this game and say hi and all that, meet and greets, I'll do that. I definitely do that. Just let me know, and then we'll do it. But of course it takes a little bit of planning, I'm afraid, because well, honestly, you will need to get into the same server as me. That's the little bit of the challenge here. But while I'm ascending, here's my handle, both Mike Hansen. Search for me, add me, and then let me know, and then I will add you, and then we can meet and play together if that's a thing. I'm also part of a group, an organization called Cobra Force. You can check it out. It's actually Cobra Force, but yeah, check it out and ask for membership. You can do that, and then we can also find each other and play there. Also, I am planning on creating a Discord server so that you can talk with me there, and we can exchange information and all that, and create a live talk so that we can, when we are playing, or just if you want to, just like in best radio style, want to call in and ask me questions and all that, we can do that there. So that's my plan for the future, but well, this is my first real stream, like I said. So, yeah, small steps, right? So I will land here on Lorville, and then I will take my leave of you and then say goodbye. Because I have some children that I need to feed, and I unfortunately also have other chores that I need to take care of here in our little home. So The chat is very quiet. I'm not sure whether it is I actually have a viewer or it's my phone that goes on and off regularly. But yeah. So I will make sure that this video here, I'm recording it as I am playing. So I will make sure, well, Twitch of course saves it for a certain amount of time, so that's not a problem. But I will also make sure that I edit it, take out the boring parts, and then I will put it on and make the sound a little more crisp. And then I will put it on out on YouTube. And I will also post my YouTube channel somewhere. It is also Mike's Basement. So basically, if you search for that, you should be able to find it. If you want to see what content I put out there. Basically the same as it is here, except for my YouTube channel has some content on Flat Earth. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not a Flat Earther, but being an astrophysicist and astronomer, I just can't help myself. I just need to argue against him. I have this on my whiteboard in front of me. I have this XKCD, I think it's called, little thing, a little drawing. And I have it because it's a reminder of what kind of guy I am. Let me call Lowell. So basically it says someone in a bed somewhere. Probably a wife or a husband. There are no gender on these. But it says, "Are you coming to bed?" "I can't. This is important." "What?" "Someone is wrong on the internet." So I keep that up there to sort of remind myself that that's who I am, and that is generally why I engage in these conversations with flat earthers, because it is, honestly, I must say, it is completely fruitless. Because I'm not going to go into that here, but it is fruitless. If you want to know more, then you can look at my YouTube video, or you can ask me questions whenever I am on here. Actually, I will not talk about flat earth here, sort of out on my own accord. But if you, for some reason, when you're watching my stream, should feel the need to ask me questions, certain questions about flat earth, I will answer very briefly. Let me see if I can land here the right way without... Now we can turn off the light. No, let's turn it off again. Turn it on again, that is. Not off, on. Also, for gaming right now, I'm using a Logitech Dual. It really doesn't actually, let me see. Dual Action, very old. I actually bought it in order to control my what am I doing here? I actually bought it in order to control my telescope. I have an EQ6 Pro mount, and I use something called EQ Mod to control it, and then I can add a controller like this. But I quickly found out in order to move the telescope around when I want to align it, it is easier to stand out at the telescope and look through the search telescope. But it's a bit of a hassle to go out and look through the search telescope and then go out in again and move the telescope on the computer and then go out and look through the search telescope and back and forth and back and forth. Then it was easier to have this little dual action controller out there to control the telescope. But then I pulled out the controller to take it in with me because it was nice to use it in there, and then EQ Mod couldn't find it anymore. And then now I use my camera to align my telescope. So I basically use this for gaming. It's a okay controller. I would like to have a real joystick at some point, but yeah, you know,
Shields offline.
you can't get it all, right? Alright, so I can see now that I have sorry, my Danglish is very prominent. I can see that I have one viewer. I hope that you have enjoyed this last part of this stream. You can always, when I'm finished streaming, you can look at it on Twitch the next 14 days, and at some point in between, I will probably have edited it and put it out on my YouTube channel. But yeah, like I said, I hope that those of you who are not following the stream right now, but might stumble on it on... why is it smoking? What? Why am my ship smoking? Yeah, no. Those of you who are watching the stream right now, I hope you enjoyed it. Those of you who might stumble on the stream on YouTube or here on Twitch, I hope that you have enjoyed it and then you will come back at a later time. And let me go back to the pause screen. And then I will see you around, because I'm not sure what's going on right now. I think it's because I'm recording at the same time. Yeah, nevertheless, I hope that you have enjoyed the stream. I will put out the screenshot that I took when I have it out and add it to my little list of screenshots here. And then I will see if I can plan. Please follow the little box that I have on Twitch. I will try to update it with my upcoming streams as much as I can, but I haven't decided yet on a real timetable yet. I need to figure out when it is best for me and for the viewers and that to figure out when I should stream. If you like this stream, I'm not sure how you do it on Twitch because I'm brand new at it, but give it a like or something like that if you enjoyed it. And also, if you for somehow find my YouTube channel and you like my videos, then subscribe to it. That will help. And also like my videos, because the more subscribers I get, obviously, the more motivated I will be to put out more content for you. So yeah, I hope to see you around, and now I need to feed my cats and my children. Bye bye.